YouTube, it's Adrienne. I am here to do my weekly pregnancy vlog for you. Today I am 34 weeks and 1 day pregnant, and I have such an exciting update for you guys this week. I had my first appointment with my midwife's group this week. I was really nervous going into it, just because I thought at this point, if I go there and end up hating the office or hating this group of women, it's just too late at this point for me to go and even like have the energy to try to find something different. So I'd been nervous about this appointment, but also very excited about it. I just have to tell you, I'm so grateful that I took that chance and followed my instinct of wanting to leave. I loved that woman that I saw today. The way this practice works, though, is that there's 8 different midwives that work in this office. And so you kind of see whoever's working that day, they try to make it so you have a chance to see every one of them, so that by the time that you deliver, you kind of had a chance to meet all of them. There is a chance that I may not have the opportunity to meet all of them because I'm, 6 weeks or less or a little more away from my due date. So, but this first lady that I met today, she was so personable. She was so informative. She went over everything with me. We talked for over an hour. It was like an hour and 10 minutes that we were in there. And Ian was in there, and I think he got really excited about the birth because this is really the first time that somebody's taken the time to really go over stuff in depth with us. Oh my gosh, let me just tell you this really quick. I gained 10 pounds. 10 pounds, you guys, in 2 weeks. Is it stress? Is it the warmer weather? I'm retaining water. I ate my weight in funeral potatoes this weekend. I don't know, but I was shocked. I'm officially 170 pounds. I've never weighed this much before, and I still have 6 weeks until my due date. It's insane. I'm just hoping, I feel like I am retaining a lot of water right now. My fingers and my feet have just been really, really swollen, so I feel like there is a little bit of water retention going on. But anyways, whatever, I'm over it already. My blood pressure was really, really good. It was 106 over 62, so really low. Baby was measuring about 34.5 to 35 centimeters, so right on. God, everything was just so different from my OB. It was crazy. When I first laid down, she just started kind of feeling around my belly, and I told her, my doctor has never actually felt around and felt the baby. And she's just like, what does he do? And I said, he just gets the measuring thing, measures, and that's it. So she was kind of poking around, and she goes, this baby is really low already. Like, his head is so low. And I thought, well, that explains why I have to pee every 20 minutes. But she said he is kind of just folded right in half. His little head is down. His little back comes up around my left side. His little butt is just right here. And then his feet and legs come right over onto my right side. And so she said his knees are probably like right in his face. He's just kind of folded right in half because it's all kind of, he's just so low. So there's quite a bit of room up here still, which is surprising because I still feel so out of breath. But his heartbeat was great. She kind of woke him up when she was poking and prodding, and so when she finally went to take the heartbeat, he was up and active, and she said his heartbeat was fluctuating between like 150 to like 170, and she said that's such a good sign when they're up and active like that, and their heart rate is fluctuating. It shows that there's that good connection going on in their brain, between their brain and their heart, and that was a really great sign that his nervous system was working well. We talked a ton about the water birth. everything that I told her I wanted, that's basically how they do things in their practice anyways, as far as the intermittent fetal monitoring, the hep lock instead of having an IV hooked in and wires going and everything, the baby being delivered to my chest, the delayed cord clamping, everything that I wanted. As far as like eating and drinking in labor, she said they're for it. Women know what they need and they encourage it. I didn't feel like I had to like special request anything. Like that was all stuff that they want. She said they practice that delivery and birth is a natural occurring event that should be like a family friendly thing, and they don't treat you as if they're trying to like save you from this condition that you have. And unless there is a medical necessity, or that they feel like there's evidence-based proof that shows that they are things are going to be better off if they intervene, they are very hands-off. They will just kind of let you do your thing. She said my pregnancy, because I had, everything faxed over. So she said everything looks so textbook. The baby, my numbers, my blood, all my tests, everything is just so perfect. That she sees this just being a great experience for me, and I'm so excited. She did say that they will want the hep lock definitely in my hand, just because this is my 6th pregnancy, and there's a higher chance of hemorrhage when you've had multiple babies. But I was like, is that like a serious risk? Like, have you ever like seen somebody die? And she said, not in the dozen years that I've worked in this practice have I ever seen a woman die. And that's why they're there, and that's why this setting is kind of nice, because it has that natural feel to it, but we're also in a place where there's an OR and all of that stuff just right down the hall in case something were to go wrong. So I'm just so happy. I was explaining to her that I had this sore spot. She goes, I guarantee you I can pinpoint where it is. She came over and felt around my belly, and she literally was right on it. She said, is it right here? And she just explained to me about my muscle separation and where the baby's like heels and maybe knees and like feet are kicking a lot. That's really all it is. I made one comment about having restless leg syndrome going on. She wrote down a list of vitamins that she wants me to take. Potassium, calcium, magnesium. She said even like the potassium, she goes, you don't even have to take a vitamin for that. You can just like eat a banana every day. And honestly, those symptoms will go away so quickly. And I'm just like, you are so, like, I just wanted to hug her. I just wanted to be like, you're so amazing. I love you already, and I did. I said, it kind of sucks that, that you don't get to like pick and choose your doctor, because I instantly felt connection with her, and it was so awesome. She said that because it's a study that they're doing, with the water birth, that Ian cannot be in the actual tub with me during labor, but he can be right there next to me, and she said he can have the gloves and he can help deliver the baby, and if that's something that we choose to do, and the baby will just go right to my chest and we can cuddle and bond, and then eventually they'll give Dad a towel and he can hold the baby while I get up and transfer into the bed to deliver the placenta, and just, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. I don't even know how else to say it. I just cannot wait to experience this differently than I ever have before. She talked about if I go over my due date, and that they, don't necessarily like they don't even consider you really like in a position to require testing and anything until you're 2 weeks over your due date, which my OB, he was not comfortable letting me go more than 1 week over But she said some women even go 3 weeks, and she said some babies are just slow cookers, you know, and some aren't. And some women just have like a naturally longer gestation period, and it's totally fine. And as long as there's proof that the placenta is still functioning properly, they'll just let you hang out. She also said, because I've had multiple children, that if my cervix is nice and ripe, if I do happen to go past that due date, or the placenta looks like maybe it's not functioning as well, that they will a lot of the times just take you in and just break your water for you, and just that is all they'll do. They won't start you on Pitocin, because a lot of the time that's all your body needs to kind of get things moving, and you can still have a Pitocin free labor and delivery. So I feel like this breath of relief, and I'm just so excited now. It's making me more anxious for the due date to come up, because I can't wait to have this great birth experience. It's just going to be awesome. When we left, I asked Ian, like, how did you feel about that? Because he was nervous. He was like, I can't believe you want to change doctors after this long. This is silly and blah, blah, blah. And he said, I had such a great vibe in there. It was so positive. I feel really, really good. You know, he admitted that he was like excited, which I don't feel like he's really felt that before, because she made it seem exciting, you know? And I said, I feel the same way. I'm so excited. So that is awesome. We're so grateful that I took that leap and just went for it. So that is good news. Starting next week, so a week from today, Ian is starting a new job. I will not be working days anymore. I'm going to be cutting my shifts from 4 days a week to 2 nights a week, and that is it. I will be on my feet a lot less, which is very relieving at this point. I have, like I mentioned, I have been having that restless leg syndrome, a little bit of heartburn, nothing terrible, a little bit of breathlessness. My skin is like an oil slick all the time. I'm just like so greasy. I think that it's my makeup. I have bought like 3 different foundations during this pregnancy. It's not my makeup, it's my skin. It's freaking greasy. It's disgusting. Appetite is still feeling normal. I'm still just like in bewilderment that I gained that much weight. I do not know how I managed that. We had my husband's grandpa's funeral this last weekend, just like we just got back yesterday from out of town. And I'm like, did I just eat, I mean, literally so many funeral potatoes that I gained 10 pounds? I can't think of any other reason why I could have possibly gained that much weight. It is crazy. That is a lot of weight to put on in 2 weeks. And I'm like, no wonder. I mean, because my hands, like, I don't know. You guys can't probably tell because you don't know what my hands normally look like, but like my fingers are swollen, and my feet are very swollen, and I just feel like I'm puffing up big time. Dreams have been really crazy. Sleep has been ridiculous because my hips ache a little bit now, and I'm just, I don't know. You know, I'm getting uncomfortable for sure. I'm going to give you guys a belly shot, and then I'm going to go. Sorry. Bear with me here. Oh dear. Well, okay. Sorry about that. All right. 34 weeks and 1 day belly. I mean, yeah, I feel low, and I've kind of always looked low, and you can kind of see how it dips right there, like baby's hanging, I feel like, you know. All of this I just feel pretty much huge. So she said baby's head is down low and his back is about here, his butt, and his feet and everything, his legs are here. So he's just bunched right in there. So you can see that line. Maybe not. Can you see that? Just goes so faintly, and I don't have it on the top at all. It's literally just the bottom. And you can kind of see my scarring from my previous babies, from my stretch marks, but I definitely haven't gotten any new stretch marks. I'm super veiny though. This always just trips me out to see that whole network of veins. Look at that. Is that crazy? Anyway, that's it for week 34. Talk to you later. Bye.